Jai Hind students, how are you all? Hope you will be fine. Now we are going to start our fourth chapter. Previously we have covered approximately 1.5 portion of this chapter through a poem, but today we will have to start the first unit of this poem, that this is unit, that is Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. So without making a delay, let's get started because the lesson is too large. Okay, so make your understanding with so much concentration, right? First of all, let me tell you the introduction, that Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory, that is a story written by Satyajit Ray. It takes you through the journey of a man named Bipin Babu who is faced a very unique problem where he has lost or has his memory. One of an only incident from the year 58, when he had a trip to Ranchi with his friend. Everyone except him recalls about his trip to Ranchi. As the story unfolds, he discovers that it was a punishment from an old friend of his name Chunilal, whom he did not help in his trying times. Right. So here, students, now the introduction has been finished. So let me explain you the the paragraphs. Every Mondays on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary's would drop in in at Kali Charan's new market to buy books, crimes stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. He lived alone, was not a good mixer. He had few friends and did not like spending time in idle chat. Today at Kali Charan's, Bipin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him from the close quarters. He turned around and found himself looking at a round faced, meek looking man who now broke into a smile. So, meaning of thrillers, that is a novel or play film with an exciting plot, typically involving crimes or espionage. And close quarters means very near to a person or things. Idle chat, that is unnecessary, and meek means quiet or humble. Okay, so here it was a routine for Bipin Chaudhary to stop at Kali Charan's in New Market to buy some books every Monday. When he was on his way home from work, he usually bought crime stories, ghost stories, and other thrillers. He bought at least 5 books to keep him occupied at home for a week. He lived alone and did not have many friends as he was not very sociable. He was not very interested in spending time to indulge in a small talk and had no meaning. On that particular day, Bipin Babu felt as if someone was looking at him continuously from a close distance. As he turned around to find out who it was, he saw a round faced, humble looking man staring at him. On seeing him, Bipin Babu made eye contact. The man started smiling and exclaimed that he did not expect Bipin Babu to identify him. "I don't suppose you to recognize me. Have we met before?" asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. "We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudru Falls in 1958 in Ranchi. My name is Parimal Ghosh. Parimal Ghosh, Ranchi." Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he, but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going to several times, but never made it. He smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" The man raised his eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, "Do you know? Do I know you?" Who does not know Bipin Chaudhary? Who does not know Bipin Chaudhary? Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, "Still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi." The man now laughed aloud. Bipin Babu asked as the many if they have met before. The man had a surprised expression on his face and made efforts to remind Bipin Babu. of who he was. He told Babu that they made day for a week in Ranchi in 1958. He exclaimed himself to be Parimal Ghosh and even mentioned that he arranged a car for Bipin Babu to the Hudru Falls. On hearing Ranchi, Bipin Babu realized that it was not him but the man who was mistaken because he had never been to Ranchi. Even though he wanted to visit Ranchi and had been at the point of going there multiple times. Thus, with a gentle smile, he asked the man Parimal if he really knew who he was. On hearing Bipin Babu's reply, the man started biting his tongue and realized and raised his eyebrows while he said, "Do I know you?" He further added that he wondered if there is anyone who does not know Bipin Chaudhary. As he turned back towards the bookshelf, Bipin Babu told him that he was making a mistake and that it is something very normal to do. One often gets confused. He exclaimed that he had never been to Ranchi. Now, the man now laughed aloud. "What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hudru and cut your right knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up your car for you to go to Netarhat the next day. But you could not because of the pain in the knee. Can you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you did not like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by a bawarchi. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sisters. You have a big argument about the moon landing, Remember, I will tell you more. You always carried a big bag with your books in it. Your sightseeing trips, am I right or not?" Now here Bawarchi means it's a Hindi word that is it is a person who is appointed for a cooking purpose. The man laughed at Bipin Babu's response and did not believe a word that he said. He further elaborates how Bipin had fallen in Hudru and had cut his right knee and the man had helped him with iodine. He even mentioned that he arranged a car for Bipin Babu to go to Netarhat the next day, but unfortunately he was unable to go because of his knee pain. The man asked if he still does not recall anything from him. He can further add some other symbols. On the other hand, Bipin Babu stayed in a bungalows because he preferred having meals prepared by a cook instead of having hotel food. He further mentions the argument Bipin Chaudhary had about the moon landing. He asked if Bipin Babu recalls anything and goes on to elaborate how Babu always carried a bag of books whenever he went sightseeing. He again asked Bipin Babu if the details he gave are apt or not. Bipin Babu spoke quietly. His eyes still not on the books. Which month in 58 are you talking about? The man said October. No sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. But the man did not go, nor did he stop talking. Very strange. One evening I had tea with you in veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you did not want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Spoke quietly means speaking in a very calm and even a pleasant tone. Amazed by the precision of the details that the man was giving, Bipin Babu asked him in a calm and even tone about the particular month of 58 he was talking about. Bipin Babu's eyes were still on the books and the man mentioned that he is talking about the month of October. Instantly, Bipin Babu claims that he spent his October that year attending a puja with his friend in Kanpur. He assures the man that he has mistaken and wishes him a good day, but the man stood still and continued talking. The man goes on to mention how unusual this is because he is even remembering having tea with Bipin Babu in veranda of this bungalow and in Ranchi, where he told him about his family. The man gives complete details about Bipin Babu's family and tells him that he had no children. He even adds that Bipin Babu told him that he lost his wife 10 years ago and his only brother died in mental hospital in Ranchi, which is why he did not want to visit mental hospital in Ranchi. Bipin Babu paid for his books and moved on his way out of the shop without saying anything meanwhile. Now the second section of this lesson is being started. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Betram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, "Just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram?" Driving up the stand-up, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. He had never been to Ranchi, no question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu had reeled. Here write down the meaning of intruder, that is a person who intrudes, and inconceivable, that is not capable of being imagined. That is you can also say it unbelievable. Had reeled means he was shocked and confused. Bipin Babu went towards his car that was parked in Betram Street nearby Lighthouse Cinema. As he sat in the car, he told his driver Sitaram to drive by Ganga. While the driver drove up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu felt immense regret at having given so much importance to the man. He knew he had never been to Ranchi and he was sure about it. He knew it was impossible for him to forget about such an important time of his life, and that too not from very long ago. It was only a period of 6 to 7 years, and regardless, he had no doubts related to his flawless memory unless his head was shocked or confused. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He was not aware of anything even going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? He even seemed to know that intimate details: the bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi, not a mistake, a deliberate lie. In 58, during the pujas, he was Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bakchi's palace. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he did not have his address. So losing his mind means becoming mad. Intimate means very personal and private, and deliberate means does consciously and intensely. Will it be apt to say that Bipin Babu was losing his mind? It was quite impossible to believe because he worked at a big firm and he worked daily. He had a responsible job even if there was something not right. He never realized that there was something major going on with him. That particular day he spoke for a stretch of only half an hour at very important meeting. But it is also true that the man knew quite a lot about Bipin Chaudhary, and that too some very personal details like wife's death, bag of books, and brother's insanity are quite intimate details, but stranger to know about. The man was right about everything except the fact that Bipin Babu had been to Ranchi. The man was not making a mistake, but he spoke a deliberate lie. Bipin Babu was sure that he was in Kanpur at the pujas in 58 and he stayed at his friend Haridas Bakchi's place. Bipin Babu just needed to write to Haridas to clear that matter, but he suddenly remembered that he could not because he had moved to Japan a few weeks ago with his wife, and Bipin Babu did not have his new address. But where was the need for a proof? He himself was fully aware that he did not been to Ranchi, and that was that. The river bridges was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered Bipin Babu's mind. Around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. There was a major mark of an old long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. Now, there Bipin Babu thought that there was no need for proof because he was quite sure that he had never been to Ranchi and there was no doubt about it. Bracing means here, dear students, you will write stimulating. Lingered means spent a long time over something, and hasting means rapidity of action or motion. The breeze along the river was comforting, but Bipin Babu's mind was still not at peace. Amidst everything, he decided to roll up his trousers to see if his right knee has a mark. He did not find any an inch long cut, but it was nearly impossible to infer the date of the injury. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? He tried to recall such an incident but could not. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought that Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be asked him. He lived quietly near in Benendan Street. What about going right now? But then if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for confirmation? He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh Iskar Kasam could be. And sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Such a nuisance just because they have nothing else to do. They go about getting into other people's hair. Going nuts means going mad or crazy. Ruthless means having or showing no pity or compassion for others. Nuisance means a person or a thing causing inconvenience or annoyance, and getting into other people's hair means to annoy or bother someone. Next morning we know how he began wondering if he ever fell when he was a boy and cut his knee. No matter how hard he tried, he could not think of a time when he got himself injured. Amidst all this, he suddenly remembered that the man also mentioned that Dinesh was in Ranchi with him too, so he thought he would be best to ask him about it. He lived in Benendan Street, which was nearby. He thought of visiting him at a very moment, but the thought of what Dinesh would think if he asked him about the trip, and he had never really been to Ranchi, made him stop. He was afraid Dinesh would conclude that Bipin had gone mad, so he did not ask him because it was a ridiculous idea. Moreover, Bipin Babu was well aware how merciless Dinesh could be when he was being sarcastic. As he sipped his cold drink in air-conditioned living room, he finally felt relaxed. He thought how anyone it was that just because people do not have much to do, they start bothering others. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Just before the lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face would not so. 235616. Bipin Babu dialed the number. Hello, it's Dinesh. Is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out you find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 58. 58? What incident? Were you in Calcutta right now, right through that year? That the first thing I have got to know. Wait just a minute. 58. Just let me check in my diary. For a minute. So, my dear students, here meaning of snuggling, you will write the settle or move into a warm, comfortable position. Post dinner, he forgot all about the strange man in New Markets as he snuggled in bed with one of his new thrilling books. But the next day he realized when he was in the office that the last day's incident was taking more of his attention as each hour passed. He started thinking that if the man man knew even the most personal details about Bipin Babu, how he could be inaccurate about the Ranchi trip. It was just before lunch when Bipin Babu decided to confirm with Dinesh Mukherjee. He thought clearing the matter over a call would save him for facing the embarrassment before Dinesh. He dialed his number 235616 and heard hello. Dinesh picked up the call. Bipin Babu confirmed that it was Dinesh on the line. Dinesh replied by asking him what news had. Bipin Babu preferred not to go round and round and straightway asked him if he remembered the events that took place in 58. Dinesh asked Bipin Babu to be a bit clear. Bipin Babu asked him if he was in Calcutta that particular year. Dinesh told him that he will be he will have to check his diary for that. For a minute there was a silence. Bipin Babu could feel his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Hello? Yes, I have got it. I had been out twice. Where? Once in February nearby to Krishnanagar to a nephew's wedding, and then, but you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. That's all, but what is all this sleuthing about? No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thanks. Bipin Babu slammed to the receiver down and gripped his head with his hand. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There was sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he did not eat them. He had lost his appetite. Sleuthing means carrying out a search or investigation in the manner of detective. There was a silence between them while Dinesh checked his diary. At the time, Bipin Babu could feel his heart rate going up and he had even started sweating. Dinesh came back and resumed the speaking. He told Bipin Babu that he had been out of twice in 58. Upon being asked, Dinesh told that he went out once to attend his nephew's wedding in Krishnanagar in February, and the second he said Bipin Babu would also know about it because he was there with him. They had gone together to Ranchi. Dinesh asked Bipin Babu the reason behind his question, to which he did not give a reply and hang up. He held his head with his hands and felt as if he was swimming. He even experienced chills all over his body. He had brought sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he was unable to eat, and he has lost his appetite. My dear students, approximately 1.5 portion of this lesson we have finished. This lesson is too large, that's why we will cover it in 2 segments. So first segment we have covered, in which we have covered approximately 1.5 portion, and rest of the part will cover in further video. So my dear students, you will revise again and again. Each and every words will be going to be very crucial for you. That's why your concentration level must be high. So my dear students, you will have this video through your application, so just go through with concentration there, and we will meet in next video session. Up to the time, thank you, have a nice day, Jai Hind.